October is the best sports month of the year, but it can be the most painful. Um, a night like this had plenty of room to hurt me. Look,
You
it
hurt
hurt
by the
Paul
Mariners
entering New
losing?
Jersey. Well, let's see. The Mariners lost. I still have to lock in for fantasy with a different Seattle team.
Yeah.
But we're gaining some basketball. So, who's really hurting here? Tomorrow night, opening night, and as always, no East games. Sorry, Paul. No shot this year.
That's fine. That's fine for my viewing. This season, I'm more a viewer. I'm gonna watch my team sneak in as an 8 seed at best, and it's kind of an interesting perspective for me. It's allowed me
So,
to take a step back and watch the NBA a little bit less angry, if you
so
will.
two questions about this. Um, so you're looking for or seeing this as like a chance to be less stressed and using
Yeah.
this as like a perspective season.
I like and actually like watch the games and like invest into them. I don't know, my time.
It's just so funny how the different sides of sports fandom change people because that's part of why I was pulling for the Mariners so hard. I was explaining to my brother, who's, as you know, a Jays fan,
Hmm.
and I was saying like my team, the Nationals, they've just almost broken me with inept management and a never-ending declining rebuild. You have to care about something, but you, as someone who is a fan of a good team, have like cared too much, and now you need like a step back to like really remember your roots.
Yeah, I have cared too much. First of all, you got a World Series in 2019,
I
so
did, I did. It was awesome, but every year post COVID is another year.
post COVID. Yeah, I've had
Because
some
that's
good
that's
times
that's
post
part of the
COVID.
deal. It's not like we went back to the series the next year and lost like the Seahawks. Like we
True.
haven't played a meaningful game since.
Yeah, and we've only played meaningful games since our.
Funny spot you're in. And
Yeah.
I am curious, have you so you said you're gonna be an 8 seed at best. Are you still standing with your stance on the Celtics from the over unders? Or have
I
you
don't know. I've kind of teetered on it a little bit, and I hate the
reconsidered?
fact that I did. And I looked at it again, and I was like, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I'm
not a
not
whole
gonna lie.
lot of
I'm
action on
still
that
gonna.
roster because
Obviously, I have to keep my 15 and 15, and I'm
yeah,
not
of course.
changing anything else.
Of course. Of course. I wondered if you were intern would flip before the season started though, because it's been a few weeks and the preseason happened.
I
And
like you
I
though.
definitely one of my favorite parts of the over under pod was how hard the ball knower took the Bucks over. And I think we were with them on that one. But
Yeah,
the Bucks, they're gonna be pretty good.
yeah.
They're gonna be fine. They're not gonna be great, but enough fourth guys. If you have a roster full of fourth guys that's, not winning anything
Yeah,
major, you can get 50 games.
you can. That they I what did I say for their over under? I
I
don't
feel like
know.
we all said over.
Did we? I feel like I might have said under. I
You might have said
remember.
under. You're not feeling it.
I don't know. Maybe I said over because I picked them for my
Mhm. I mean, it's not
watchability
exciting.
team.
Yeah, that's I tanked up for mine too. But they can all shoot.
Hmm.
Some of them can play defense.
It's
Whatever.
gonna be
Regular
a
season Eastern basketball.
yeah. I don't know. It's
But
gonna be a team. They're not gonna make
those
any
sorry guys will
real
not be on
moves.
opening night. We have instead Rockets Lakers and no, that's not right. I already messed it up. Rockets Thunder and
Yes,
Lakers Warriors.
Lakers Warriors. I was nodding my head as you said it
Yeah, like I was
incorrectly.
like I was correct. Well, I'm used to them making LeBron watch the ring ceremony. I feel like it happens every year. They make
Hmm.
him sit and watch as the new team gets the ring. Um,
Who watched the Celtics do it last year? It was I think it was either the Sixers or the Bucks, maybe. Maybe the Knicks. It was the Knicks.
it was the Knicks. It was the Knicks. You're right. You're right. So I'm wrong. It
Well,
was
that
the
was
Knicks.
just
They
last
just
year,
made
and
they
it's
made
Eastern versus Eastern at the beginning of the years.
yeah, that
In
makes sense. Yeah, I just
23,
think of that.
was
They
it
made
the
him play the
Denver?
Warriors after they won, and then the Nuggets the year after. And I was like, this is getting mean.
It was
And I
2 years
I,
straight.
I feel like they could have done that with the Lakers Celtics thing, but he gets a break, and
Yeah,
he literally gets a break. He's not playing opening night, which is that's the first time he's ever missed opening night
ever.
ever. He's made 22 straight.
Hmm. Couldn't make a Jordan number, huh?
Not enough. I was wondering if we were ever going to touch the Jordan. I was thinking about this today. We haven't actually done the Jordan LeBron thing, and I want to see how long we can go. I think it's a
I was glad. I my I you know it's just so stupid to me.
we're growing
This
as men. This is a
we're
good thing.
we're grown men. We don't
Mhm,
need to say that LeBron is
mhm.
better than Jordan.
And it's a shame because just going back to the Lakers Warriors thing, I was looking at the team without LeBron, and there's just a lot of things people say without doing a whole lot of research.
Mm-hmm.
For one, if you want to get rid of LeBron, it doesn't wipe away any of like the cap hit. Really, they clear like 6 million
Really?
if he leaves tomorrow. Yeah,
Well,
dude,
why
it's
would he
not
leave
his.
tomorrow?
He wouldn't, but that's what I'm saying. Like if he were to just, some people think it should be Lucas' team. They should move on from him. It's the
Yeah,
last year of his contract.
yeah.
Um, I'm not saying you leave tomorrow. That'd be pretty mean to stand up his team on opening night. But
Seriously.
if you were to just cut bait, it wouldn't actually clear 52 million or whatever he's going to make.
No,
Um,
it's not
and
much.
even if he were to make that move, I was looking at the opening night roster, the opening night starting lineup, and I believe it was Luca, Vincent, Reeves, Rui, and Aiton. And I started thinking about my taking the Lakers over under at 50, and I got sort of itchy.
Bron's
Don't feel
out
good.
until when? Mid-November, I believe.
I don't think it's gonna be a long term thing. I just worry because he has sciatica. I'm probably saying that wrong.
Sciatica.
Um,
I'm not sure.
seems
I'm
like
not a
it's
doctor.
older fellas get it, and I don't know if that really goes away with a bucket of ice. So I don't think
Noise
he
not.
is probably going to be contending for award season with the 65 games.
I don't know. The Lakers. Um, I like Luca, and I think that's actually a fine team around him. People that can shoot, and then like Aiton a lob threat. I don't know. He's a good player, and I guess he's.
You're right. Like Aiton isn't a popular name. He's one of the most unpopular names.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he needed someone who can screen and roll. You just need Aiton to go for more dunks than layups.
Aiton's a solid player in his role. He was a starting center on a team that was up 2-0 in the NBA Finals. Let's not act
Ah,
like it's not true.
gosh. And your boy Marcus Smart's there too. It's going to be a
That is
weird
true.
team.
I don't love him off the bench. That's my only thing is, but you can't start him. Not on this team. But
Not really.
he just doesn't make as much as an effect. Maybe he will. Maybe that's something he worked on while he was in Washington when he wasn't starting.
He was there so quickly. I will say he is such a streaky shooter that there's gonna be
Hmm.
some nights where he looks like just a heat check guy,
Yeah.
and his jumper's better than people said it was like a decade ago. But they're
Sometimes
playing the yeah,
sorry when that sometimes he makes a first shot like of the game and it
and
gets a
once he
little
makes the
off.
first shot, 17 more are going up.
Maybe.
Well, I think that actually he did shoot 17 threes in a game once. I was looking at like the leaderboard. Can you believe that number? I mean, I know you can believe it
I
because
I
there was.
I can. I can't believe that he's put up 17 in a game just
I went
because he
to
likes to shoot the threes.
a Wizards Hawks game a few years ago. It was the cherry blossom season for the Wizards, and Kuzma
Nice.
shot 17 of his own. And I wrote a whole story just documenting everyone
That's
how
ugly.
it went from it went from he was open and then heat check and then just seeing what kind of number you could hit. But back on topic, the Lakers are playing the Warriors, and that's another really a team that people don't really know how to gauge. Um, I think the Warriors will probably win without LeBron though. They play
Yeah,
the Lakers great every time.
I got Warriors in that game. Did we give a prediction for OKC Thunder?
No, I went right to the night games.
All right, cool.
I
I'll
think
start with the night. We can keep. Do you have more to talk about? I was just gonna say I don't know why I cut myself off, but
there's I will say there are some people who are actually really high in the Warriors. They seem to have like some of the most variance of anyone out west.
yeah.
Some people like us just took a bunch of unders. Um, but I mean, there's a case to be made that with Jimmy, there's a different team, and the defense plays with fire,
Hmm.
and they do have a young guy
Yeah.
in Kaminga and a bunch of at least smart guys and everyone else. Um,
I just don't
but
know about the availability. I don't know about the. Well, no, I was gonna say defense. I know about the defense. The defense will be fine.
that'll be fine.
Availability is a big one. Age. They're all old. They're gonna get. They have prior injury problems already.
They're
Uh,
actually farts.
Steve Kerr's out of his mind. He's been out of his mind since the 24 Olympics.
Yeah, and it's funny. Kenna and I were talking about like ranking the best coaches. Honestly, I think it might have been the 24 season. Yeah, the Celtics just won. And I had Steve Kerr sort of low. He didn't really see it, and I was like, I don't know, man. Like there's a difference between like a culture setter
Hmm.
and like an X's and O's guy. And he draws. We all love his inbounds plays and the pace and space he helped usher in. But he's always had weird. Tatum knows he has weird lineups, um, weird subs,
Yeah,
rigid subs,
rigid. I
and
like that.
odd decisions. Yeah, they are rigid. Yeah, if you're hot, he doesn't care.
Yes. I mean, he he does. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what happened with Buddy Heald last year, or where like he would have those kind of wavy
Yeah,
games.
happens every time, and people act surprised every time.
Yeah.
Um, and another guy who's older than you forget is I was thinking of like Clay, where like the nights where Clay just had it, and
Mm.
he's hot. It's the third quarter, they're cruising, and then he just doesn't play in the fourth because they're up by 28 already.
Uh. Yeah. Well, bench Clay. That's fine.
Bench
Sometimes
Clay.
he
But that's what I'm saying.
shows.
That's what I'm saying. Like he doesn't. He's not gonna like feed the hot hand long term. He's gonna do like the smart thing and just
He
call it there.
he knows Steph Curry can shoot the ball whenever, but it's
Yeah.
incredible
So
that
good on Steve, for that one.
and they
But
still have that guy, so they're always going to be a good team in my mind.
yeah, I think I'm probably taking the Warriors that one.
Me too.
Lakers are sort of it's a shootout every time, and if LeBron isn't there to drop his 45-point triple double, it gets a lot tougher.
He's so good.
He is, and I think we both probably got Thunder over Rockets, even though that's going to be the team that people are most excited to see a taste of. The
Hmm.
Rockets have that. They had some first year juice last year as like the new hot defense with
Yeah,
some guys we all liked in Amen and Şengün.
yeah,
Um, this year they have a whole different level of intrigue. People want to see the Kevin Durant show,
yes.
um, and
Steven Adams, more
Steve
fun.
Adams, and yeah, they revealed that big old lineup. And
Yeah,
no Reed Shepard. What do you think about that?
I'm in agreement. Me and my I have a Rockets friend. His name is Chris. He kind of said I feel like we're gonna have a larger lineup, and I was like okay, and he was right. What is the official 1 to 5? Do you know off the top of your head?
They're rolling out Ahmed
Yeah,
and then a bunch of big guys. It goes
yeah,
KD, Jabari Smith, Şengün, and Steve Adams.
and Steve Adams as well.
And
That he did not predict.
I love
Well,
it though.
this was
Just
maybe when
give it
Fred
a
was
whack.
still an option though.
I think it's funny because if you look at Kevin Durant's basketball reference, his first year he played the shooting guard, and that was a different NBA. It was 20 years ago. Um, I sort of like if they go back to that now because he's
Hmm.
best used as just a connector. We don't need him to like Phoenix was using him as like their center and their
Yeah,
rim protector. Like that's not the best way to. You don't want to put miles on that guy's tires.
yeah. You can kind of have Kevin Durant as just a guy who, every once in a while will get you that bucket during the game, can spot up
He
from
does that.
three because they have other people on the team. Şengün is a fantastic player. I think that's a guy to watch for the game. And I'm curious to see how they're gonna defend him with Chet and Hartenstein. Um, another thing about this, another thing about this Thunder game is that there's no J Dub.
Is that true? Really, he's out.
Yes, he's out.
All right. Well, other Jalen Williams might actually make some appearances then.
Yeah,
Um, you got to wonder if they defend Şengün like Jokic.
that's what I'm thinking. But like,
See,
he's not as tall, so maybe
he's not as
it's
tall.
like
He just
it's
plays with his
less.
body and he moves the ball. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're gonna. I don't think they'll double as much as they do Jokic, but they'll definitely have
No.
a helper around.
No. And the difference between Şengün and Jokic has to really be remembered when we're talking about who's starting for the Rockets because no Reed means no point guard. And like Şengün, he looks like Jokic sometimes, but he's not Jokic. He's not a point guard. He can make the nice pass, he can connect, but he's not
He's not a
bringing the
dribbler.
ball up every time.
Yeah, he's not your
And
dribbler. Is Amen gonna bring the ball up?
that's the thing.
Is
So
KD gonna
I
bring the
think
ball
I
up?
think it's gonna be a mix of Amen and KD because Amen out of the draft, people thought he'd be like sort of like a point guard, not like a full time one, but he could be like a point forward type of guy. Um, doesn't have he has a good handle, not like a point guard's handle,
Hmm.
and he was hitting some threes in the preseason, but like defense is still sort of want it, so he can't create that level of advantage.
Yeah,
Um, people are going to be clamoring for Reed probably in a bit because I don't see it being as smooth as we want it to be with these guys.
yeah.
And again, you don't want KD doing more than he has to.
I think eventually they're just gonna realize they're gonna have a problem with the lack of 3-point shooting between Jabari and Steven Adams. Unless you're gonna be spacing the floor with Kevin always behind the three, but you're not gonna be doing that. And Shengun's not always behind the three. Amen's not even a good shooter either.
No, he's not. Um,
Well, actually,
Jabari
he's
most
been he went
improved.
2 for 3 in a preseason game I saw, and uh, I guess
Yeah,
he's
but
working on it. His
you saw the
it's a slow
shots. Yeah,
release though,
low release, a little
low and
clunky still.
slow. He
I
loads
will
it up.
say, if Jabari is
I don't trust it.
really good from the corners, that would really help.
That would if he can shoot those quick. Like if that's his spot, then
A
then that
super
then,
three
then
and D
that
guy
lineup
would
can
be
work.
great. A massive 3 and D guy would be fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And I also asked, we both think they're probably a top 10 team, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to guess if you had a top 10. I'm gonna try to guess yours. All right.
All right. I'm gonna pull mine up so I remember it.
Okay. Thunder 1.
Hmm.
Tell me I'm wrong. Am I right?
Yeah. Come on, you gotta put it up.
Um, Nugs 2.
I got the Nuggets at the 2.
Okay. And you mentioned something like this earlier. It's an Eastern team, so it's Cavs 3, right?
Yeah.
Wolves 4.
No.
Oh, shit. Is it Magic 4?
No.
Knicks 4? Oh, I've hit a wall. What the hell happened? Rockets?
Yeah, I put the Rockets
Oh
at
my
4.
gosh, we just talked about them. Top 4.
I put them
Oh,
at 4. I think they'll
that'll be
go.
really special.
I think
I
they're
think I
gonna.
took their under.
I think they're gonna be the 3 seed.
That would be lovely. They were the 2 seed last year. And it really would be wild if they took a massive dip despite basically trading Van Vliet for Kevin Durant. Um, and they lost Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green. But that would be interesting. They were 4. So is 5 an Eastern team?
Yeah.
Magic?
Yeah.
So how much did you think about having the Magic over the Knicks?
Um. Not
Because
that
I know
much.
you guys aren't as high on the
It's
Knicks as I
not that
was.
much over. I have the Knicks at my 6. Sorry to spoil this for you,
I
but
figured they'd be in the top 10.
yeah, they're obviously. But I just think the Magic's defense puts them a little bit over, and addition of Desmond Bain as a shooter. I think Paolo is better than any other player on the Knicks. I take maybe you know what I don't know. Maybe Brunson's
Ooh,
better.
what? Wait, what? Brunson?
I was gonna say either who's better, Paolo or Brunson? Who do you go? I go Brunson.
Like, Powell's not the best guy on his own team. Yeah, Brunson.
You think Franz is better?
I really do. I'm sorry. I hate to be the nerd.
Hey, I picked him in fantasy, so
I saw. I was very jealous. I hate to be the
oh,
nerd.
I
I do
still go
think
Paolo
Brunson is
100,
better.
100 out of 100 times.
I
And I
don't know. Like, Paolo's his shooting is just so bad.
It's not so
It's
bad.
so bad. Like he like, and I mean shooting from like everywhere. I don't mean like 3-point shooting. I mean like
Yeah,
finishing and
yeah.
field goal shooting. Like,
Just getting the ball in the hoop. Sometimes it's
yeah,
a
I mean
little
you
lanky.
played him for like 5 games in the playoffs, and you were there. I saw you on the parquet court,
I was.
and like he shot like 40% from 3 from the series, and he still had like a true shooting in the 50s. Like, the
But
pull up middies, they gotta go before I really consider him like the best guy on his team.
yeah, he got to the free throw line well, and that's
He
one
does. He draws
thing.
contact. He's a big dude.
He's a big dude. He gets hurt. You can improve your shooting. That's something you can always work
You
on.
can.
And if
I just think about the amount of guys who we say they're a jump shot away with.
they're not all number one overall picks in the
Mm.
NBA.
Yeah, I think Franz's
Mm.
game 7 uh, against
I
Cleveland
don't even like to
looms
mention that.
large over his head.
I don't like to mention that because I don't. That's not how I think of Franz. I really like Franz Wagner. I just think Powell's better. But I'd take Brunson. I don't know.
It was
Uh,
not good. It was not good. They'll be better with good spacing. I do think Brunson is better than both those guys. I don't think. I think the way that actually Paolo and Zion, the way they're perceived by NBA media is like completely reversed. I don't get it at all.
they call Paolo skinny.
No, more like Paolo is like so tall, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
he's like 6'10". He's like proportionate about it. It's
No,
crazy.
dude. The
Um,
picture of Tatum, Paolo, Luca, and Zion on top of that helicopter pad.
and
I'm
Paolo's the
like,
biggest guy there.
yeah, it's like insane.
It doesn't help. Zion is low key like 6'5". Like he's not that tall. Like he's got like Barkley-itis, where I think they sort of jazz up Hollies, like the weight and the build seem a little.
That's a good one. He's not getting
Yeah,
boards like Barkley.
I think people say like Wemby's shorter than he is, so it makes it easier on our minds. Same thing with Zion. I think Zion's better than Paolo. I don't want to be like a hater here, but I just think Zion should be like top 15 in all these lists, and I don't. I get why he isn't. It just bums me out that he isn't.
Top 15 player in the NBA. You just
Yeah.
can't say. You just can't, in your right mind, say it because he's not gonna play. You just can't say that.
Oh, but it's great when he plays. It's like
But
Kevin's still
Paolo
here.
is so much
About this. I can't
like
believe this.
Paolo. There's not that much of a gap between Zion and Paolo where you can actually say that Zion is better with the amount that he misses. I get
So
it. He has two All Stars. Zion.
so
They.
you're
How
saying
many All
between
Stars does Paolo
70
have?
games of Paolo and 40 games of Zion, they're the same.
No. I'd still take Paolo because I'm saying that's what you think. I'm saying 40 and 40. I'm still taking Paolo. I'm saying your gap. I was asking you. Is it,
I mean, the game just comes so easy to him. Like he's a
it really
point
does.
forward.
It
He's a
really
point
does.
forward.
And
He is on the other side of the efficiency landscape.
I love watching him play. But like, we're gonna talk about jump shot with him too,
Yeah, but he doesn't like need to use it to be awesome.
because he just finishes so well at the rim, and he has
Yeah, he
that thing
doesn't
at the
need it.
end of the game where like you could just play so well at the rim. I think of Jalen Brunson. I think of John Morant. I think of Zion. I think of Jokic. I think of LeBron just making a layup whenever he wants. Just
Hmm.
people who can get in the rim and do whatever.
Yeah, just
Or
put
get
that
in the
shoulder
paint.
down.
Sorry, get in the paint.
Yeah, no, it's okay. And that's what I think people should think with Paolo. He is an enormous dude. There's no reason to be doing that many pull-up middies.
Mm.
Like the Carmelo comps are ridiculous.
I don't understand those. I've never understood those. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
with
think if
that.
he takes those out and makes more, I sound like such a hater. If he makes more like impactful, like more natural, like there's a difference between like passing. Like Jokic like
Mm.
passes in the flow of the offense, but some other guys hold on to it for like 50 years and then pass it when the clock's at point one.
Yeah.
They give that LeBron bullet pass to the head and expect you to hit the corner J. Like that's I think if the reads come more naturally and if the team has more spacers, which we think Orlando will, then
Mm-hmm.
he will be there.
Yeah. I like Bam.
And to his credit, he had like 50, like 3 games into the last season, then he got hurt for a while. So I
Who
should be
did?
nice. Paolo did.
Yeah.
He had the first 50-point game of the season and got hurt like immediately. And then
Oh
so
right.
began a wave of like 50 Orlando injuries that they had to stomach.
Yeah. So they're gonna be so healthy next year.
That's how it goes. And then next year the Raiders will be healthy after that.
Yeah.
Um, so I was thinking about them or the Knicks because like the Knicks are the easier thing to see. Like they make more. They don't. You don't have to think as hard about them being the 2 seed in the East. But I don't know. Like every year when we're looking at the 4 conference finalists, there's one that you try to usually doesn't fit in.
Yeah.
And if not, you can try to talk yourself in one not fitting in. And the fact that they won the way they did to
Yeah.
get there, and they looked as weird as they did when they did.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can see people hedging against them. I wouldn't,
Yeah.
but like I see the vision.
I can see them making another conference finals. I mean, like I have
Someone has
Cavs
to.
at my. I have Cavs at what did I have my 3 and they lost in the second round. This is just what I think for next year. The playoffs were
Yeah.
weird,
Mhm.
and I mean, like we would have all said the Pacers were the one team that wouldn't have made the conference. Wouldn't have made the mold of a conference finals team in 24, and
Mhm.
they went to the finals the next year. So maybe it's just a little bit of magic in the air in the East.
Someone has to.
Yes,
Like we need teams to go far in these playoffs for these conferences.
absolutely.
Um, it would be great if the Magic did though. Um, are the Clippers in your top 10?
No,
Okay. I was wondering what we do with them with
they were close. They were close.
the are the Wolves at 6 for you?
Yes.
Okay. So are the Knicks 7 then?
No, the Knicks were 6. The Wolves are 7.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
um,
I thought. Oh, sorry. I forgot to mention that. I said the Knicks are not far behind the Magic for me. They were right behind them. They're at
oh,
6.
I don't know why I thought. Okay, so
Yeah,
who's
and
number
then the
five?
Wolves are at 7.
Did I already say number five?
Who's your number? No, my number 5 is the Magic. Are you saying
Who's your
yours?
number four? Oh, the Rockets. The
The
Rockets. Yeah, yeah.
Rockets.
Okay, so Knicks, Wolves, 6, 7. Um, and then if I, it gets really tough here. It gets
Yeah.
tougher faster than you said it would.
Yeah.
Um, the Lakers.
No, I don't have the Lakers in my top 10.
Okay, good. We were just talking about that. The Warriors.
Yeah, it's the Warriors.
At what?
Wolves are 7. Warriors are 8.
Whoa.
Oh wait, no, sorry. The Pistons are at 8. The Warriors are at 9. Yeah.
So are the Bucks at 10?
I don't have the Bucks in my top 10.
Dude,
My
the
10
Bucks
is
might have a better
confusing.
record than the
My
Warriors.
10 is confusing because I have like 3 10s. I couldn't decide between 3 teams. The Bucks
The
weren't one of
Mavs
them.
is your 10. I'm gonna guess the Mavs.
Mavs, yeah, that's the one I was leaning towards out of the 3 of these, truthfully.
Are the Bucks any better than the? I think feel like the.
I also have
So
the
we.
Hawks as a team that could have made my top 10.
Mm,
I also have the
yeah,
Spurs as a team that could have made my top 10. Lakers, Clippers, and Bucks were all teams that I would have put a tier below Hawks, Mavs, Spurs. I kind of
sure.
did like 4 tiers. It went OKC as the top tier. The next one was Nugs, Cavs, Rockets, Magic, and then I did another one for Knicks, Wolves, Piston, Warriors, and then I put Hawks, Mavs, Spurs.
When we were doing the top 10 lists, I made, or I'm sorry, our over unders. I made like a mock of where I thought the standings would end at the end of the year.
Yeah,
Um, so I'm using that as how I have my top 10 situated, and I'm altering it in real time.
yeah. I
I
just
have
read it out loud, and
most of
it's
the same teams
tough,
as you.
man. Huh? What's that?
I have most of the same teams as you.
Yeah.
I have. Do you want to guess what I have, or should I say? Because it's the same thing.
I'll go down the list. OKC.
Okay. Yes, that's one.
So Thunder, Nugs,
Yeah,
Cavs. No.
I guess. Yeah, I
Cavs at your
guess.
3.
Yeah. Everyone has the same three. Yeah.
Cavs at your 3. And then do you have the Wolves up there?
I have the Wolves 4.
Wolves 4. Are the Knicks at your 5?
Yeah.
And then maybe the Magic? No. Is it West? Um, Warriors? Lakers?
I had the this actually is already aging really badly. I had the Warriors as my 11 seed.
In the West?
Yeah.
I disagree.
It doesn't look great, but I was looking at I had my
D-
West, my mock West that goes all the way to the play in goes I'm
yeah.
gonna spoil some stuff here.
That's fine.
Thunder 1, Nugs 2, Wolves 3, Rockets 4, Lakers 5. I don't like that one already.
Mm.
Um Mavs 6, Clips 7, Blazers 8.
I like that.
Which I feel sort of iffy about.
I like
Spurs
that.
9, Pels
hmm
10.
hmm I got Spurs above Blazers. I like the Blazers up there though. I think they're gonna be a good team. Pels, I feel like you just threw a dog a bone right there, dude. You didn't have to do that. Are,
So I don't want to defend myself. I already did this because I usually take their under every year, but I don't know. I just talked about Zion, and I don't know. It could happen. It could happen.
I
It's
hope it
probably not.
does.
Odds are not on my side.
You think it's this year though. You think this is the year?
I don't like this already. I probably should have put the Warriors in my play in. Yeah, I really messed this up.
That's all right.
Yeah, I'll change it. No one will ever know. Um, and
Talking
I
Paul
have
with Kevin will know. Talking Paul, no Melvin.
Melvin will not. He won't even read our group chat, so he's definitely not going to listen to our episode.
No.
Um, and I'm looking at the rest of my standings. I guess I had Pistons, Hawks as my 4-5,
Okay.
and Bucks is my 6. And I still think I stand by that. I think that top 6 is like rock solid.
Okay. I can see that happening. Now the
Because
thing is that the
who's the
5 and
best? Who's the
6.
7 seed? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's the 7? I don't
Like
know.
I'm gonna read my 7 through 10. All right.
Wait, can you read
Uh,
your 1 through 6 again? I just want to see it again. Hear it again for your ease.
Cavs, Knicks,
Yeah,
Magic, Pistons,
yeah.
Hawks, Bucks.
So it's Pistons, Hawks, Bucks, Cavs, Knicks, Magic. Pistons. Okay, yeah.
And then I have Sixers, Bulls, Heat, Hornets, Celtics,
Ah.
Pacers, Raptors, Wizards, Nets.
Pacers too low. Obviously, the
I feel like they
Celtics
have
too
a
low.
whole lot of room to go. I had no idea what to do with the Pacers over under.
Hornets are probably going to win 19 games. I don't know, man. This stuff is just so impossible to predict. This
I
isn't.
just I
This is
hate
less
betting
fun
on
as it goes
injuries.
on.
I hate betting on injuries that are going to happen every year with the Pelicans and the
Hornets.
and the Hornets. I'm just sick of it. Like I want one of them to just buck the trend at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just being silly. And the Celtics too. Like I don't feel great about where to put them. I just don't buy it. I think
It's
people are seeing
fine,
two different.
man. It's a-okay. Just, stay on that side is all I'm saying.
I want to ask you something because we were talking about this in the last few days. Who'd win the 24 Celtics or the 25 Thunder?
Yeah.
We've already gone over this plenty. Um, but I saw someone say the Celtics championship was soulless, and
That's
it
what do you
felt like a
mean
really word
soulless?
to say. Um, I sort of, I sort of understand where people are coming from. It felt like a
I
corporate,
understand where they're coming from.
and
Well,
I think
yeah.
if they'd won any time before that, like in the last few years, then it would have been way more so.
If
But
they
there's
won
people
in
like you,
22, if they finished
then
off
this
that
would be the
year,
most shat on ring that we've had in a while.
yeah.
Definitely, I can agree with that. And I was thinking about that. Like, are there any Celtics fans who like you can already tell don't care about this one as much as I don't know, like the '08 one because of just how easy it was?
No. Not the accounts I follow. We're still posting about Kristaps Porzingis. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry
Are the
about that.
Celtics fans okay with him? I feel like they turned on him.
Uh, we turn on everybody. Of course, he got a ring with us, so we're forever grateful. But
I am really not impressed with how they handled the second Porzingis trade because when they got Porzingis, the
mhm,
Celtics just cleaned up in that one. Like they got him
yes,
from the Wizards, who basically had to sign and trade him because our management before we got these guys was god awful. And all we got were like Tyus Jones and a 3-team deal from the Grizzlies and uh Mike Muscala, Danilo Gallinari,
yeah,
and like a bag of Cheetos.
yeah,
And
it was Cheetos.
Marcus Smart went to the Grizzlies, and we actually ended up getting Marcus Smart, which is pretty funny. But
Yeah,
they sent, and of course, Celtics got a ring too. So they send Porzingis, and they trade him to Atlanta for George Niang, and then they trade George Niang to the Jazz in exchange for like cap space and a guy who went to St. John's named R.J. Luis.
yep,
Then they cut that guy a few days
yep,
ago. What a
yep. Just
disaster!
cut him like yesterday.
What a disaster!
Yeah,
Like, is
we
anyone
got
talking about this?
nothing. That's yes, and yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I'm following. Like, I'm seeing in some comments. It's like, okay, so we traded Porzingis, and what didn't we like give up a second with it too for
I think you
Niang?
did.
Yeah,
You did. You did
yeah,
because there was such an incentive to get these guys off the books for you guys.
yeah. We had to get rid of him. We just had to get rid of him. That we had to go get George or Gorgeous or whatever your name is.
It's and it's weird because like I think Brad Stevens is a pretty good GM, so I don't really understand what happened here.
It was a bit of a dumpster fire, I believe.
I don't know. I think there's some Celtics fans who I feel like were just happy to see him go, even if it was just for doggy do.
A bit of that, yes. A bit of the fact that we kind of just felt like we were trading away money, and honestly, we were like, you know what, we got a ring out of him. We didn't really give up much, which is why
No,
there
you
wasn't
didn't. You
like an
didn't.
uprising
It was a
about
good
it.
investment. He was good for 3/4 of his time in Boston.
Yeah, you kind of see the Porzingis trade away as you got a ring out of the whole thing.
They will have always won the Porzingis deal. It's just
Yeah,
a weird.
exactly,
It's almost
exactly.
like when a great coach comes back and they're terrible. It's like they're still in the Hall of Fame, but like what
Yeah,
the hell was that? That's
yeah.
sort of what this was. Where the Porzingis trade was still a success, but weird legacy, weird aftertaste at the end of it. Um, and I want to run through some other news with you. Because there's no Kevin's minute. Have you read that this
Maybe
weird?
maybe we're gonna call him and we're gonna call him and
That's
see.
true. That's true. That's true. Maybe we'll get lucky. Have you been up to date with this weird Russ and LeBron story?
Spill the beans.
Okay, so the
Oh, I've
Ringer did
seen
a
some stuff, but I've
profile.
been ignoring it. So please, please, yeah.
What have you been ignoring?
The Russ and LeBron stuff. I know what you're talking. I just keep going. You go. Yeah.
So what do you know?
I've seen a picture online, and then I scrolled. I was not. I
So I
was
have
not
some words
having it.
for you then. I'll read something for you. I know you
Thank you.
hate reading. Um,
That's not true. I
it
read
sounds
Tatum
like,
off the back of that jersey just about every day.
and of course you read your fantasy football trophy every morning before class, and you rub
Yes.
it before your online exams like an idol.
Yeah.
So it sounds like this is just because people were begging for more of the Russ and LeBron story. I don't really know who wants this. It doesn't really help anyone because it just opens up more unpleasant debates. Um, it sounds like Russ just really couldn't stand LeBron being a phony, is what it comes down to. He would like Russ hated that LeBron would say, "Let Russ be Russ," and then he just felt not supported behind the scenes,
Oh.
and he thought he was like fake because like this story actually quoted all of the times that he's LeBron's lied for attention, like when he talked about the 70-point game or he brought like he talked about The
Really?
Godfather's favorite
He
movie, but
mentioned it.
yeah, it sounds like it actually used those examples,
He's like,
and God knows
oh,
if
he actually
Russ
be
actually
doing it.
noticed these.
Huh.
Whatever it was, the moral of the story was he couldn't stand LeBron's attitude because one time they brought Will Smith in early in the 2023 season. So that's the season Russ got traded midway,
Yeah.
and then they went to the conference finals immediately. So before Russ got traded, Darvin Ham's there. They're trying to bench him. It's this whole nasty thing. They didn't talk at summer league. Um, and Will Smith shows up, and LeBron and AD are like, "Well, f this," and they walk out. They don't want to deal with Will Smith. It just seems like a publicity thing, and they've been in the league for a million years. And they Ham gets them. They come back in, and then they act like super pumped. And it sounds like LeBron was just asking all the questions, being like a brown nose. And there's a picture of Will Smith that he took with the team after, and Russ is just scowling, standing next to LeBron. And it just
He's
sounds like the moral of the story is Russ wanted out because he didn't like LeBron's attitude. But it just makes it's a whole nother weird element to why they failed because some people came away from that story saying LeBron pushed Russ out because Russ didn't like his attitude. And the last thing I think we need is more people talking about this than people who actually watched what happened to
hmm
Russ and Allen because it's so bad. I think people trick themselves into forgetting how bad it was because it
he
seems like so unreal.
was that was the worst he's ever played in his career. It is. And it's not even over exaggerating. Like, yeah, he's been bad in some recent times. I can see you making some of that. But he leaves immediately and, like, is a good player at other spots when he did kind of drop in at, like, the Clippers and a little bit on the Nuggets. It was just like when he was on the Lakers, I felt like there was never a time where he contributed to anything.
He lost the elbow jumper, the
Yeah.
pull-up bank,
That thing
gone.
went off the
Started shooting
side
shot
of the
clock.
backboard every time.
Yeah, air ball, shot clock, coaching staff. It was going everywhere
There
where it
was
wasn't supposed to.
there had to be more going on. There has to be so
Lost the
much more going
finishing,
on.
just athleticism wasn't in control. But most importantly, he wouldn't buy into the role. They tried to bench him, and maybe he's not meant to come off the bench. But he also remember there was that story where he said he like hurts his back if he comes off the bench.
Yeah.
What the hell was that? And I was looking through Basketball Reference as you do, and LeBron like is listed as a center for that year still. And it's like, I'm sorry, like that counts as a combination. So for anyone who says like LeBron ruined Russ's career, he really didn't. It was just
No.
a bad fit, and they both wanted the trade, and Russ couldn't adjust. LeBron tried to adjust more than Russ did, and it will go on Russ's NBA tombstone that he is the only guy in a quarter century who couldn't work with LeBron, and that's just the way it was.
It's so peculiar.
It's really strange,
You
and
gotta,
it
I
just
mean, like, in that entire time he was there, you gotta think that Will Smith thing is just one story out of so many other things that Russ was. There has to be so much more.
it's part of why I get so excited at the idea of like the documentaries that are coming out when these guys retire. Like,
There's,
how many stories are we going to hear about
yeah,
the LeBron Russ relationship or everything else? Because this whole Russ distrust thing came about because LeBron was trying to trade for Kyrie so bad.
yeah. Oh my
which is
gosh.
also on him.
I forgot about that. God, I'm so quick to forget NBA rumors.
That's part of the story here. Is I just think some people just forgot how bad it got, and if we let some of these people rewrite history, then
Mm.
some of how ugly it got is really going to be forgotten. I don't think we can really forget just how awful of like how much of
It
an
did not
all-time
work anywhere.
NBA failure that team was. The
And I remember
2022.
when he originally joined the team, you didn't really see the fit, and you're like, let's see what happens. You know, it's Russell Westbrook, still a good player. Because where was he right before Lakers? Was
DC.
that was DC? That was a good year
Yeah.
for him.
It
So the
was his
Lakers
last straight
was
year.
it was such a drastic. It was just took a
Ugly.
massive step down.
Ugly. Um, but the opposite of ugly is handsome. And I'm gonna see if we can get a handsome face on the way. I'm calling Kevin now. If we're lucky, he'll
Not
answer.
in a minute. No minute. Oh,
Kevin, we're glad to have you. You're on Talking Paul with you.
Oh my goodness. Well, let me say it's a real honor, guys.
hi Kevin, it's Paul.
Oh my gosh. Paul is a bit muted. I can still hear him ever so slightly though. And that, let me say, that's enough for me, man. I just miss hearing his voice.
I'm gonna put you on speaker.
Thanks, Kevin.
Oh,
So the first thing, Kevin, did you happen we're recording this right after game 7 of the ALCS between the Mariners and the Jays. Did you happen to watch?
yeah, I watched that. I watched at least the second half of that game, and it was not an easy watch for me.
What? Why is
Yeah,
that,
I was
Kevin?
pretty sad.
Oh, he was a
That
Mariners fan
yeah,
as
that
well.
got me. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty broken up about that one. I watched it with Calder, and it was a sad time in the Paul house.
Was Intern there?
Intern was there. He showed up for the very end of the game.
So that's the thing. So right after the game, he texted me GG, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And he says like F Brian Thomas Jr., who's a guy in his team, and I was like, what does he have to do with the Blue Jays? And he's like, oh, I'm talking about fantasy. I don't want to talk about fantasy. My pseudo fanhood team just lost.
I want to talk about seriously, pseudo fanhood.
To the bad guys at that.
The bad guys. Fantasy basketball though is about to start. Do you have any fantasy basketball thoughts you want to give us?
I'm really excited. I think this is the most I've ever liked my team in fantasy basketball. I'm really curious to see how everyone does. I haven't checked out everyone's teams, but the guys who I've seen, the competition looks pretty good this year. I'll just say that.
Give me 3 guys in your team that you like.
Dude, you know what's funny? The first guy that came to mind is actually Jason Tatum, because I picked that guy off the waiver wire. So
you got a good brain in your head, buddy.
when he gets back.
I think Paul likes your pick.
Oh, I should have done that.
Oh,
honestly.
young Paul. I wish I could hear him right now.
Paul,
Hi,
say it
I'm
again.
Paul, Family Guy.
Thanks, Kevin. I asked for a guy. Give me 2 other guys you like. If you just say Tatum, that'll be pretty funny though.
Well, there's this guy you might have not heard of him yet. His name is Jokic. I think he's going to be pretty good this year.
This guy has just the infinite first overall pick glitch. How does Kevin get the first overall pick every year? It's just
It's so stupid.
Well, keep in mind, I had last pick last year, and I was stuck in AD jail.
Yeah, but you've gotten to pick back-to-back for 3 straight years, and you picking back-to-back means you control the clock for 2 straight picks, which is like a nightmare for the rest of us.
I know, and it was awesome because you were on the clock for work, and you had to wait for me every single time.
Yeah, we got to find a way to ban you from that. We're going to manually put the order. I'm going to randomize it, but I'm going to make sure you just go right in the middle and just make sure you have to spend as much time as possible. Do you have a third guy? I see you also have Kevin Durant. Is that someone else you're excited for, or is it Con Nipple?
Oh, well, I actually was gonna mention KD next. He's the next guy who I was kind of shocked I got him where I did, and then Con, he was my last overall pick, and I was like, you know what, I'm expecting big things from this guy. I like this guy a whole lot. I very much enjoyed him when he was on Duke, so I picked him up. And
Everyone should pick a rookie.
I'm really excited to watch him this year.
I remember you told me your strategy was to get guys that you like. Is that the case with Rudy Gobert?
No. He goes against that thought process.
Paul,
You
do you have
have
3
Rudy
guys you like on your
Gobert
team?
on your team?
Yeah, he has Rudy.
That's my soundboard.
Paul, give me 3 guys that you like on your team.
Well, obviously, I'm going to start with my first overall pick, Cade Cunningham. I love
First
Cade
pick.
Cunningham. Yeah, I think he was like the 7th. I think I got him at like 7 or 8. And then I'm going to jump on down to a guy I got in the later rounds. I'm going to go OG Anunoby. That's a guy I like that I got. And then obviously I got to go Franz.
I get it. Again, I wanted Franz.
What do you think, Henry? What's 3 you like on your team? I also have
Well, I'll tell
LeBron,
you.
everybody, by the way.
You also do have LeBron. I tell you, from an asset perspective, I don't want to say this, but Embiid.
Embiid.
I'm not an Embiid guy, but I got him in the 5th round, and if I even get 40 games out of him, I think my team could go all the way.
In the past few days, I've honestly succumbed to a little bit of Sixers propaganda.
It gets weirdly tempting after a while. It's so putrid at first that it
Yes.
becomes it has that reverse effect. So Zubats is someone else who I'm happy
Big
to have on
Zoo.
the team, buddy.
I was so mad when you snagged him from me, Henry. I was so ready to pick him.
He dropped a while. I was wondering. He was like a top 5 center last year. I don't know what happened
Yeah,
there.
I was waiting on it. I was like, I'm going to pick him up right now, and right before me, you got him. And I was like, there's no way.
And I could say like Shea or Brunson here, but I'm gonna say Clay. I always like having Clay on my teams. He's like one of those guys I try to get every year I can. Last year I just missed him by a pick, and I was like furious.
Clay, that's a cool pick. I like Clay.
Yeah, looking forward to the season. Kevin, do you have anything you want to tell us you want to do a Kevin's minute? Anything on your mind?
I do have a Kevin's minute, and okay,
Joy.
so part of this Kevin's minute is not going to translate very well to the format we do our show in. But what I'm going to do, and this is only one part of it, I'm going to send 3 different dogs to our group chat, and you got to rank these dogs on how much you like them and think they're cool.
Like them and think they're cool?
Okay, so are you trusting me to just narrate what I see?
Yes. Wait, why is one of
Oh, actually, I can just show it to the camera. Okay, this one has. Why do they send so weird? I can't even look at one of them.
Yeah,
Kevin, you messed this up.
Kevin, how'd you mess this up?
Here, I'll put this guy up on the board.
Okay, so I have ball sack neck.
Ball sack neck. I like ball sack neck.
I like ball sack neck. I like him more than the weird tall guy.
Yeah, I don't like the weird
The white
tall guy.
face. And so
Honestly, I
guess
like his
mystery
face and I
dog
like
comes
his
in
nose,
last.
though. And I could really see myself petting his head.
All right, don't judge him too harshly yet.
And honestly, that kind of looks like Kevin if Kevin was a dog.
Ball sack neck.
This is Kevin if Kevin was a dog.
I've been told that before.
Oh, so which one is each of us?
Oh,
So
that's
I got it. So this is Paul. Paul is the really tall one.
No, that's
Or I'm sorry,
Kevin.
Kevin's the tall one. Paul is the ball sack neck.
Okay. And you're...
Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. This is a Celtics fan who has to watch Luka Garza and Keita for a season.
Yeah.
And I am default dog.
Your default dog?
Who's proportionate and probably well trained.
Yeah.
He does look like he looks very drooly though. I feel like he'll drool on you.
Henry
I
would
feel
drool.
like even Paul dog looks pretty drooly, I think.
Yeah, I would
And
drool
it
everywhere,
does make
man.
sense for him.
Anyone with flaps.
I do have flaps. If you're a Spotify listener, I have long hair, is what I meant by I do have flaps.
He does. Kevin, do you have any final opening night thoughts before tomorrow that you want to give before we're gonna hang up on you?
Well, I have a fact I want to share.
What you got?
Dogs curl up in a ball while sleeping to protect their organs. A
Interesting.
holdover from their days in the wild when they were vulnerable to predator attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you read that, buddy?
American Kennel Club. And 70% of people sign their dog's name on their holiday cards.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah, my parents do that when they send me a card. And we included our dog in our Christmas photos.
That's very sweet.
Well, you have to.
Is it... Wait. Kevin, I have a question. Because this is very important, actually. Is it 70% of people that own a dog that do that? Because Obviously, it has to be.
I believe so. I
Oh,
believe
he
it's
didn't do
70%
any
of-
research. Oh, he read this in the back of like a yogurt container.
No. I did. One more fact. Greyhounds can beat cheetahs in a race. Well,
Kids.
cheetahs can run twice as fast as greyhounds. They can only maintain that 70 miles per hour speed for 30 seconds. A greyhound can maintain 35 miles per hour for about 7 miles. The cheetah may start out strong at first, but the greyhound would soon overtake them.
Kevin,
You're horribly dyslexic. Should I trust any of these numbers?
no, here I trust the
Yes.
numbers. I trust the numbers. This is what I don't trust. Why would the cheetah just all out sprint if it's a long race?
It's not a marathon, buddy.
And that's all it knows.
That's not true. It's not running from any predators.
It has two speeds. It has slow and it has as fast as it can go.
When does it run slow? You mean when it walks?
Well, I guess all walking is running really slow. They climb trees too.
Is cheetah the one that can't turn corners?
Yeah, dude, they have like really wide turn radiuses. I think.
That's gonna hurt if you're on a racetrack, right?
I imagine so.
So you're picking. So would you pick? So if we're doing a 100-yard dash, who wins in a race?
100-yard dash, a cheetah's gonna win in the race.
Okay.
Dude, also, I'm really embarrassed by how poorly I read those. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said every single number wrong. I could have said wrong. Like I'm still thinking about that.
It's okay. It happens. I sort of
Yeah, but, like,
expected it.
Yeah, but that was really that was like kind of unbelievable on my part. Like I really should have rehearsed that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. This is practice for. There's gonna be one episode where we're just gonna give you like long words to read.
Oh no, a spelling bee.
Not a spelling bee. No, like a reading bee.
Spelling bee.
Oh, that's not cool.
All right. Well, thanks for your time, Kevin. Appreciate your NBA thoughts.
Anytime, boys. I hope you guys had a productive, wonderful episode.
We did.
Thank you, Melvin.
All right. Love you, boys. See you soon.
Bye-bye,
Love you.
Kev.